Today's question, how do we find a great partner? And let's refine it a bit more. How do we find an outstanding partner? Because this is a critical component to growing your business. I don't know anyone that hasn't done an exceptionally large, or I haven't found anyone that has built an exceptionally large portfolio where they didn't rely on other people. This is not a singular sport. They have to find other people. Sometimes they need people with more experience. Sometimes they need people with more money. Sometimes they need people with more capital. And so I think for you, wherever you are, you want to find out what are those criteria that you need to really detail out who is your best type of partner. A lot of times people will say, hey, if you want to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you need to write it out what you want in that partner. The same holds true with this sort of thing. You need to find out what it is in a business partner for your real estate investment company that details specific things. And we're going to go through that, and we're going to create a list, and then we're going to go through another exercise here that will help you refine what it is that those people can provide to you. And so when you know what it is you want with someone as a business partner, you can search them out and you can weed through the hundreds or thousands of other people that don't qualify. Okay, so let's jump into it right now. So I think that if we create this list, maybe it's good for you to just write these out along with me, but I want you to create your own list too. So let's start with the experience. Are they fantastically experienced, more so than what you have already accomplished? As an example, if you're looking to buy your first apartment building, do they already have experience in that sector? I think you need to partner with somebody that definitely has that experience. Maybe it's your first fix and flip, and you need to partner with somebody that has already done 50. That way you're learning and earning. So what else do you need? You need somebody that has capital, maybe. Somebody that has money and they have been able to deploy it successfully. And is it their money? You need to determine if it's their money. You need to determine if it is investor money. You also need to determine whether or not it's bank money or a lender that's coming in with it. I would also say that the time, let's write down time, because are they going to be your full-time partner or are they going to be a part-time partner? I think that's a critical thing for you to consider. Let's also look at their integrity. Are they trustworthy? And let's dive into that a little bit more. Can you actually determine how they're going to react if and when something goes wrong? Are these the type of people that have gone through challenges before and can see their way past those challenges and still move the project forward? You really need to make sure that that's clarified prior to entering a partnership. But if they don't have that steadfastness, then they may not be right for you. They might be right. I'm not going to determine what it is you need out of an investing partner right now. But I want you to be aware of lots of times things go wrong. And so you need to just protect yourself and prepare yourself for those moments with a better mentor, better partner, or have documentation that stipulates what it is you need to do in case something goes wrong and they fail to perform. Okay, let's write next on the list. What phase of life are they in? The phase of life. Are they beginning? Are they in their early mid-20s? And they're, full of are they in their mid-20s? Are they able to jump in with everything they have because they don't have a wife and kids or a family, or they don't have 30 other projects that are going on? Are they in the middle of their life? Are they still in building mode? Or are they later in life and they're just taking a project on because it's fun and they can do it with relative ease? We need to determine if that's an important factor for you for your list. What else? What about geographically diverse? Next, what about being geographically desirable? Maybe you want to build 3,000 units in 7 states across the United States and you found a person who lives in Dubai. Is that the best fit for you? Or do you want somebody that's local? And do you want somebody that has that kind of experience in those general locations? Or can you find that, can you leverage that knowledge from somebody else and still partner with somebody in Dubai? Maybe this person in Dubai has $40 million and access to more. Maybe that person can say, hey, let's do this way, but you're gonna need to find those people on the ground in those areas. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm not making any judgment calls. I'm just wanting you to consider these thoughts. What about being culturally similar? And I just gave the example of being somebody in Dubai as your partner. And what if they see business as one way, but you see business as another way? And I think it is really important. And I don't know that many people consider these things. I don't know that people really consider these things. That you partner with somebody who sees the world as you see it. I think that's something that's often overlooked. I know I've overlooked it in the past. So I have that on my list as, are we culturally similar? It doesn't mean everybody's a bad match because, somebody's from Oklahoma versus New York City. But I think that they're, different cultures on how things work and the speed in which things work. The guy in Oklahoma probably has a more relaxed timeline than the guy in New York City, which is fine as long as you understand that. I also like to find out, how are they able to be accountable? If you send over an operating agreement and you say, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, do they put up a fuss, or do they say, yes, that makes perfect sense. I'm an accountable person. I pride myself on, if I don't get something done, I take responsibility for it. Or are they the victim? Are they out to blame other people because they didn't honor their agreements? So accountability. And also, what about being firm yet flexible? I think that there's a really interesting dynamic between, saying here is the path forward, but also here's another path forward. We may need to take this path. So we have to consider those things. So what do we have here? We've got experience, we've got money, we've got time, we've got trustworthy, integrity, we've got phase of life. What else do we have? We have geographically desirable, we have culturally similar, accountability, and flexible yet firm. So now that we have our list, and I really encourage you to create your own list, we're going to ask the question, why is this important? And is it the top need? Is money most important, or is integrity most important? Is geographical desirability most important? And is it more important than integrity? Or is, experience more important than integrity? Maybe you see where I'm headed with this. To me, integrity, trustworthiness is at the absolute top. And how do you determine that stuff? Well, you need to ask a bunch of questions. You need to figure out, how does this person really operate in the world? You need to talk to other people who've dealt with them. I hear stories from people, oh, I'm the best. Nobody in this town ever has done a bad deal with me. And then I hear other things from other people. So I immediately push those folks aside because I don't want to do business with those people. I need somebody that is on my team that says, look, I promise to do this and this and this, and I'm going to maintain that agreement with you, regardless if I lose money. And I found those people that say, yeah, I will do this and this and this, and then they walk away from their responsibility. They don't have the character. So for me, trustworthiness, integrity is critical. Then I want to find, what's next in that line. Is it experience? Do I need to have somebody that's that experienced? Or what kind of partner am I looking for? Am I simply looking for some cash from an investor, as an example? They don't need to have all the same experiences that I have. If they have liquid capital and they say, I understand the risks, I understand the rewards, and I'm willing to still do this project with you, then that makes a good business partner in terms of a private investor. But I have created all of these lists for myself and why they are important and what hierarchy they are in. And I urge you to do the same. That way you're going to have, I'm going to partner with this person on this project, I'm going to find an investor on this project, and I've got my detailed lists of what those requirements are for each type of partner. And I would urge you to really spend some time doing this and ask yourself questions that you may not bring up right now while you're watching this video, but you get to choose how deeply detailed you go. And I urge you to do that. In fact, I want to see what your lists are. So if you come up with 5 things for an investor, a private investor, or if you come up with 10 things from somebody you're going to actually go into a joint venture partnership with, or you're going to create an entity with, an LLC, for instance, and you're going to buy 10 mobile home parks or 10 self-storage units or whatever sector you're going to be involved in. Write that list out of what that person needs to look like to you. And I guarantee you, you're going to have clarity that you never imagined. And that clarity is going to be power when you decide who you want to partner with.